Hello, it's Wendy, and I want to talk to all of you ladies out there because today I want to teach you how to stop hot flashes. If you are a woman who is of that age where you're going through menopause, you are probably struggling with hot flashes, and some people have them for years. They're torturous. I remember because when I was going through that, it was so frustrating, and you could get like these hot flashes that it just drenched you anywhere you were at. And at night, when you're trying to sleep, you get so sweaty and your sheets are drenched, and I know how torturous it is. So I want to help you to end your hot flashes. And here's why you can do it with hypnosis. Now, in this video, I'm going to teach you all the elements of how you stop the hot flashes, exactly how you do it using hypnosis, in your case, self-hypnosis. If you decide you need my help, then you can buy the program that is called Cool Blue, and it is to stop hot flashes. And here's how it worked for me. When I was going through menopause and I was having those horrible hot flashes, what I noticed is that there seemed to be a little something that preceded the hot flash. It was like it was being initiated or triggered by something. And as I observed this more and more, and of course used my skills to help me be more aware of it, I noticed that there was something that was triggered that was like anger or frustration or something, negative emotions, or something that was like glitchy and didn't feel good. And that seemed to trigger a hot flash. What I decided to do was when a hot flash would start, I would immediately close my eyes, take a breath, and be even more aware of the thing that triggered it. Of course, you can't do this in every situation, but here's the way to start. So if you're sitting at home, something happens, your kid does something weird, or your husband says something to you don't like, but you never associated it with a trigger for a hot flash. When you start the hot flash, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just be in a state of awareness, just aware. What did I just feel, or what just happened? Now you might notice there's something that did trigger that. And maybe it's anger or inner conflict or just our crappy emotional stuff. Now the next thing I did that you can do is to close your eyes, relax your body for a moment, and ask your subconscious mind that any time a hot flash is being triggered, before you are aware of it and below your conscious awareness, that your mind and your body will immediately create this cool blue liquid light that'll flow through your body. You'll feel it and you'll notice the word peaceful and feel calm. So what you're asking your mind to do is to notice an emotional event and to release it immediately before you're even aware of it, and to create the visual of this blue liquid light, the feeling of peace and coolness flowing into your body, and the words that are about being peaceful and calm. Okay, so we're creating a state of mind that includes a visual, an auditory, and a kinesthetic trigger. Now the next thing we want to do is find out more about this emotional conflict, to find out what might be doing that. And the way we do it with hypnotherapy, and you can do this on your own as well, is you relax your mind, you close your eyes, take the deep breaths, and then you look for a part of you that was getting triggered to start the hot flashes. So this is a little more complicated to do on your own, but it might be just asking your mind to show you what it is that's creating conflict and that's triggering your hot flashes. So the reason that I decided to do that is I had stopped the hot flashes, like within a couple days. I stopped them. I only had them for maybe a month, and they were intense and it was horrible, but I stopped them with my hypnosis. But then about 4 or 5 months later, my sister from New York moved all the way across the country and moved in with me in California. And she was staying with me. And I hadn't had a lot of a relationship with my sister or a lot of communication. We just talked on the phone occasionally. But when she was there living with me, all of a sudden, bam, I had hot flashes, multiple ones every day. Because there was some inner conflict, or there was some stuff that just, interrupted my flow in my life and in my house and things that just weren't my thing. I love you, sister, but that's what happened. So then I asked my mind to find the thing that was triggering the hot flashes, the thing that was creating that conflict. My mind told me about it, showed it to me, and helped me understand it. Then I asked that part of me, what does it want? To let go of that trigger and let go of that inner conflict and turmoil. And it did indeed show me what it wanted. And then guess what happened? My hot flashes went away, even though my sister was still there. So the situation you have that's triggering the emotional content that's causing your hot flashes might still be there, but it's not going to trigger hot flashes. And now that you know this, you might notice that there are a lot of things in your environment that create this emotional content and something triggers it just before you get that hot flash. Start noticing that. Now here's something really interesting. There was a study recently about hot flashes and hypnosis. There were 174 women who got one session of hypnosis per week for only 45 minutes. And I'm sure it was a good hypnosis session, but I don't think it covered all the things that my work does. But in the hypnosis group, 80% were successful in getting rid of their hot flashes. 80%, that's amazing. And in the control group, only 8%. So the control group still went and saw a counselor for 45 minutes a week, and they just talked about hot flashes. And they went home with a recording that just gave them information about hot flashes. So very interesting that our mind is this able to stop hot flashes. So here's how you do it. The first thing you do is you create a signal. We're going to call it the cool blue, because cool, blue's a good color for coolness and you want your body to cool off. So every time you sense the start of a hot flash, stop, close your eyes, and just imagine this blue, cool light running through your body, creating a state of calm and peacefulness. Imagine it visually going through your body. The auditory is the sound of just that relief. And the kinesthetic, which is that feeling you get in your body of like this peaceful feeling flowing through your body with that light. And then you're going to do this every time you feel the beginning of a hot flash. You will be training your brain and your body to do it instantly for you, automatically. Now, if you decide to use my program, I'm going to ask your subconscious mind to feel and sense this before the trigger activates the hormones and the emotions and the start of a hot flash. So it'll be gone before it gets started. The second thing you're going to do is now create a quick version of this process. So now you had the version where you have to stop, close your eyes, and imagine all these things, but now you're going to do it quickly. So you're going to get the quick trigger, which is as soon as you feel that coming on, cool blue light, cool blue, peaceful, calm, content. It's gone, all better. See, that's like 15 seconds, right? So you're going to create the quick one, and you're going to practice that so that your brain knows what to do when it's coming on. Third thing is what I talked about with the inner conflict. This requires you to sit down, relax, take some breaths, and ask your inner mind, what is triggering my hot flashes? And just relax and wait for the answer. And then if you don't get the answer or it isn't quite it, say what else even deeper is triggering my hot flashes? And just keep asking even deeper. Then just ask your inner mind, say, what do you need me to do to let go of these hot flashes? And then do that. Now, the other session I have is a sleep session. And so while you're sleeping, it's continuing to reinforce balancing your hormones, creating an optimum state of health, being patient and calm, and just having like this contentment in your life, right? So you have less things that trigger it. All right, now the next thing you need to do is stop using the words night sweats or hot flashes. You don't want to reinforce this. You know that if you've listened to me for a while, that your expectation of what you think is going to happen or what you expect to happen is what is going to happen. So if you say, oh my God, my hot flashes are so bad, I just can't stand it at night. I have night sweats all night long. What's happening when you say that? You're just reinforcing in your brain that that is what happens and that's what you expect to have happen. So you've got the triggers that are based on the phrases that you're using constantly. That creates the expectation, and it further stimulates the conflicts and the emotional stuff that is triggering those hot flashes. So I would like you to end your hot flashes. Do those processes that I talked about on your own, or you can get my program, the Cool Blue program, and you can listen to the recordings and go through the processes. And I think, when we listen to someone else's voice helping us do the hypnosis, it's usually more effective because we're not relying on our brain to think and direct ourselves. We're allowing our brain and our body to get into a better state of trance while listening to someone else's voice guide us. So if you want to get that and get 20% off, the coupon code is COOLME, all one word, and you can get 20% off. And it's cool, it's online, you can listen to it, download it, access it from any device. Just go to wendy.com, WENDI.com, and go to all courses and search the little courses for Cool Blue, or just go to Google and go Wendy, WENDI, and Cool Blue, you'll probably come up with it, or just use the link that's right down there in the comments and the coupon code to save a few bucks. So you'll sleep really well, you'll be happier, you'll just forget about all that silliness about having hot flashes, and hopefully your sister won't come and live with you. Love you, sis, really, seriously. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and any comments, questions, anything you have, feel free to email me or reach out because I am here for you. Been great to help you out. Bye-bye. You have a great day.